Hey people, it's Tuesday, October the 20th, 12:03 in the afternoon. And I'm here on Kingston Road. And I'll be walking east along Kingston Road through a interesting little neighborhood that's up ahead that I've never walked through before. That's quite the steep hill. As I said, I've never walked around in this area before. And another awesome view looking down towards the financial district. So this is in the east end of Toronto, and it's north of the Beaches neighborhood. It's more or less considered the North Beaches, I guess you could say. But as you may know, the Beaches has a really well-known strip of stores along Queen Street. It's very touristy and heavily visited. Lots of cute little shops that cater to families and visitors. But here on Kingston Road, there's another commercial strip up ahead that no one really talks much about. But to me, it's pretty interesting. Enough so that I've decided to come and check it out. That's the good thing about this YouTube channel, is it gives me a really good reason to get around to parts of the city that I've just never had a real reason to go to before. You can see they're sort of marketing this neighborhood as the beach. And Kingston Road itself is pretty interesting. It's one of the more historical streets, I guess you could say, in Old Toronto. It was laid out in the early 19th century as a road to connect what was then York to Kingston. Kingston is a small city about 2 hours east of Toronto, which at one time was the capital of Canada. Just for a brief moment in history. So a road was built to connect the two towns. So here in Toronto, or what was then York, they called it Kingston Road, as it was heading to Kingston. But at the other end, in Kingston, it was called York Road. But York Road is now Princess Street in Kingston. So I believe it was 1817 when Kingston Road was opened, connecting the two towns. And over time, Kingston Road between Toronto and Kingston became Highway 2, which is the local highway that runs along the north shore of Lake Ontario before Highway 401 was constructed. So Highway 2 runs through all the towns that run between Toronto and Kingston, and it goes beyond that too. It's a not too unpleasant day today. It's not raining, which is nice compared to yesterday's endless rain. And it's about, I don't know, 12, 13 degrees. Celsius, of course. Almost all the streets running south towards the lake go down these steep hills down to the main part of the beach's neighborhood along Queen Street. So yeah, this area is basically called the Upper Beaches, now that I think of it. It was just reported yesterday that in a few select regions in the province of Ontario, they have officially recommended against trick-or-treating this year. I personally don't think it's that big of a risk to go trick-or-treating. It's an outdoor activity for the most part. All the candies are mostly pre-packaged. No one has to touch each other. All I know is if I was a kid right now, I'd be pretty PO'd. Of course, Toronto is one of those select regions. think we're coming into the area that becomes a commercial strip area. Lots of shops and restaurants for the local residents. Looks like they've got their own record store. I think every neighborhood main street needs its own record store. I have to say, one of my favorite things about Toronto is just the sheer number of these little neighborhoods that have these strips of shops and restaurants. You can live your life like you're in your own little town. And I really love these old school corner stores with the old Coca-Cola or Pepsi signs. That is something that is extremely rare nowadays. Some nice older apartment buildings. Well, that's kind of cool, that little balcony up on the top. I could see myself chilling there. Oh, I didn't know there was another location of The Real Jerk here, which is a popular local restaurant chain. Oh, this looks like a fun shop. Oh, look at all this stuff. Man, this is the kind of place I could have spent hours in as a kid, just the entire day. And here we are at Victoria Park Avenue, which is notable because this is the border between Old Toronto and Scarborough. So boom, we are now officially in Scarborough. Now, I had no idea there was another burrito type. I don't know if this is a chain or it's just a one-off. But I've sort of went out of my way to try every burrito place I come across, looking for that perfect burrito. I'll have to try that one. But it seems like the commercial strip kind of ends basically at Victoria Park. So I don't think I'm going to walk too much further this way. I think the most interesting part of the street is behind us. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little tour along Kingston Road in the upper beaches. If you did, please, by all means, subscribe, comment, share, like, tell your friends. All of the above. And hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. I post regularly, every other day lately. And keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.